Okay, so we got this all taped off on this side nicely all the way around. I'll facilitate with cleaning up the caulk when we're done. We spread it by finger across here, pushing it in nice and hard, and then going back again and leaving a slightly thicker layer on all the way around, all sides, a little bit up onto the fiberglass here. On this side, same thing. Put tape all the way around after we drew the pencil line. That will also facilitate in cleaning up after we get it pushed in and buttoned down. Lots of caulk, particularly in this area here, because here it's going to be pulling away, and if we don't have it thick on here, nothing's going to squeeze out. So nice and thick here. Everywhere else, thick, but maybe unnecessarily thick. Anyway. There we go. So we got it pushed in there, and now we're going to start screwing it down. So got our container here full of screws. We got the finish washers and the flush head machine screws. It's all stainless steel hardware, remember that? Don't want rusty spots. And we're going to put a glob of caulking on the holes as we go, so that don't have to worry about leaks through the screws. Okay, so we put a little bit of caulking on here first, and now we're going to put the screws in. It's definitely caught. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of caulk right there. Not a lot, that's sufficient. And what's going to happen is, as we screw it in, it'll pull itself around and seal. Alright, just like that. There you go. 75%, not all the way in because there's still more to go. So we're going to do this guy here in the middle, top next. Okay, so we got all 6 screws in there, 75% of the way in. Now we're going to do the same pattern that we did before in installing the screws, being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the top, and 6. And we're going to do that until we got it all the way home, all the way around. We have our hand model here doing the tightening, and he's tightening it up, but not like 100% all the way in. This is going to happen over a number of times going around the circuit, because you're not going to get it in 100%. You want to squeeze the caulking out evenly as you go in. If you do it all the way in on one, you may not have gone in all the way. And if you leave it like that, it's going to be a weak point. So we're going to keep going around until we're satisfied that it's in 100%. You can see the caulking squeezing out there right now. Okay, so that was the last one on that round. So he's going to go back to the first one right beside it. And some more. Okay, that looks like it's good. Alright, there we go. Very good. Okay, so now we got it buttoned up 100%, and again, hand model here is going to start taking out as much caulking as you can. We're going to wipe off all the excess and throw it out before we take the tape off. Alright, when we take the tape off, it's going to be a clean finish. Alright, he's going to fold that up to minimize the waste and continue wiping until he's satisfied. There we go. Okay, so we got all the extra wiped off, and now we're going to go ahead and pull the tape off. So I don't know if there's a benefit to doing one versus the other, like the one that's on the cubby versus the one on the hull. Let's do the one that's on the hull first. Let's do that. See how it works out. So that worked like a champ. Taking the one off the hull was good. So let's take the remaining one off the cubby. See if we can do it in one piece like we did it on the hull. Okay, so that looks like it worked out okay. Tape came off nicely. Got no extra excessive squeeze out all over the place. I'm sure over time a little bit more is going to squeak out, but it shouldn't be catastrophic. We don't want a lot sticking out because it's only holding by the edge. That's where the seal is. So if a lot sticks out, then it's easy to grab a piece of it and work it until you got a leak. Then you got to go through this process again. So yeah, look at that. Good. Tiny bead all the way around, no mess. How long did that take? Like what? Like an hour?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. All right.